And we are back recording again, still on here, because we're going to go and end this free plate this way. If I can, maybe it's not going to work. And it's frustrating. I'll end free play. Ba, 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 ba. Expedition complete. Recording victories. Less XP than I count on a mission. And I'm not in an alliance, so I don't get an alliance bonus, which sucks. Oh well. Ooh, new component slot. I'd prefer more javelins. I want my other two suits. Okay, new heavy pistol, explosive strike, shocking strike, explosive strike, machine pistol. Probably use the sledgehammer. I'll probably equip the vengeance on the new armor reinforcement. Some basic bitch stuff. Okay. Let's exit into the launch bay. And I'm seeing your texts. Yeah. Chancellor, I think I'll take this chance. One time I stuck a flare on my head of the Legion of Dawn armor in the launch bay. Looks like I had a horn. Photos' command granted my javelin for 2 weeks. Worth it though. Afraid not, Sakati. And here is the launch bay. It's sort of social area where people can come in, activate the forge, customize their javelin. That is a cool, it's a gorgeous looking ranger. They're not really my style. Absolutely gorgeous. I find it beautiful, but not really my like visual style. Thanks to the legend. Yeah, there's the Legion of Dawn armor. Looks the best on the Colossus, for sure. It's usually, I think, how I'd run my Colossus, which I think will be the next one that I get. Will be a Colossus for the next. Because the Interceptor's nice, but not really my playstyle. Seasonal store. Because that's out to start an expedition. Just look at these. Featured store. What's on feature? What's the last things to get? Excavator armor. Ooh, the Aether armor for the Interceptor is gorgeous. Painted glitter triangles. Let's return to Fort Tarsus and the Saurians. Who all do I have to talk to besides, of course, talking to Faye, Hannah, Neeson, and main quest, Tomb of General Tarsus. We're actually getting somewhere.
Hey, pal.
Hi, Sarah.
You know how to cure animals, right?
Yes, very much so.
Let's be professional again. Please browse our ever-changing selection of compounding materials. Now that we've got that over with, I bet you want to hear about my new pet Sori.
Ooh, very much I do. You have a pet?
You finally got a pet? Good for you. How's that going?
Well, it started out wonderfully. My baby Saurian was the cutest little thing in the fort.
You had a Saurian in the fort?
Amazing, right? But the Sentinels said Wiggles was too dangerous.
Oh, Wiggles!
Wiggles?
Cute name, huh? And the incident wasn't that bad. Like my Uncle Ronnie says, nobody needs long-term fingers anyway. Wiggles and I were off-leash training, and it was great until that kid walked by with her sandwich.
Oh,
On the plus side, it was one of
no.
the smaller fingers, and my family gave her a really fancy gift basket.
Are you gonna try again?
Will you look for another pet?
I sure will. Just because I've had bad luck with
Koroks,
Teslas,
Teslas, and Saurians.
doesn't mean I'm giving up. I believe every animal is cute when it's a baby.
But won't they get dangerous as adults?
I think the key is picking the right time in their development to say goodbye. You ask good questions. That's why I like you.
Thanks, Serna.
I mean, as a customer of the store. You probably have to go. Maybe next time you'll get a chance to look at some of our new alloys. Bye. Please come back soon to shop.
Yeah, this really feels like this was supposed to be a romanceable NPC, but they cut romance from the game. I like you. I wasn't expecting to. I like you. Bryn's still my favorite. You haven't gotten a chance to see Bryn because I always beelined for Bryn's quests, so I didn't really. There aren't any for me to do right now. I don't know why it's sending me down there. Neeson Giles, the hated fucker.
So did you hear anything about that guy in the thing?
No, I
I
did
heard
not.
something about you, and I wanted to see if it was true.
What did you hear about me?
I hope it is. Okay, true or false? At Princess Zim's caravan, did you eat Korok's testicles?
False.
Oh no, this is not good.
Why does this disappoint you?
I made a sizable wager you did. This is gonna cost me.
Tough fucking luck.
That's too bad. Good luck.
Thanks. I thought for sure you did Korok's danglers.
Nope.
Darn it, I thought I knew you.
Guess not.
Now, I do see a silver lining here, though.
What's that?
Well, this reminds me not to take you for granted. I still have so much to learn about you.
That's what I'm afraid of.
So happy for you. Who asked who?
We both did. I mean, it just sort of came up. We agreed it was time.
Oh, someone's getting married.
Her parents are coming down from Anthem next week, so probably then.
Stop looking. I'm just listening. Sheesh, can I not listen to your happy news about you getting married? Ah! Oh, look at this. Oh, it's so gorgeous at night. I never really noticed that we seem to be on a moon orbiting a gas giant that has another very sizable moon. How the fuck did I not notice that? The fuck? Damn. Still, this is all so gorgeous. Ugh. I do wish we knew the whole history of this setting. I mean, a lot of it's probably findable.
I've greeted all the Guardians. What happens now?
I've been sorting through the fragments of Legionnaire Leotrel's writing that Sim gave us. A lot of it is unreadable, and what's left is in a kind of code, typical for the Legion of Dawn.
Sounds about right.
This last location should be the one we're hoping for. I'll back you
Ooh.
up this time. We can start whenever you're ready.
I'm fucking ready.
Have you met Prickly yet? She's prickly. Proceed with caution.
Yeah, prickly's a good descriptor. I'd say I would agree with prickly as a descriptor of Miss the Chronicler. Fuck yeah, I'll look for the javelin of General Tarsus. Yeah. I think I'm gonna take the Ranger back out. I'll look in the forge and I'll.
That girl in the market, Serna? She seems like quite the character. If
Yeah.
she actually brings a Koroks into the fort, it'll be one for the history books.
That it will. She already brought a Saurian in. Okay, components.
Basic checks look good. What's next?
We've got better armor. Oh, light machine gun ammo. I'll take that over the special arms ammo. Light machine gun ammo. Ooh, and I've got a new slot. Elemental conduit increases elemental damage. 35% of base and decreases physical damage by 35% of base. Ice inscription. Pistol combo. Elemental conduit. Special arms storm combo argument. Chaos core. Elemental attunement. I'll take elemental attunement because that'll probably be useful, because I wouldn't be surprised if we're going up against Dominion. Support seal. I will definitely take a better wind wall. Blast seal. I'll take lightning strike. Lightning strike's always fun. Focus seal. Shock burst. I'll take frost shards because I'm losing my other lightning one. We got a very nice barrage, but I will take the sledgehammer, good old favorite LMG. I love this gun. I'll take a better explosive strike over lightning strike. I know I have the Light of the Legion and the Barrage. But for the weapons that I've got, I like them. Let me take a look at my Ranger. When do I get a new Javelin? Cortex. Unlocking new Javelins. Those 2, 8, 16, and 26. So I'll get the Colossus soon. I might not get the Interceptor, which honestly I'm fine with. I should read through the emails. Ooh, an email from Serena. I've got a new friend. Hey, it's me, Serena. I've got a new friend. I know what you're thinking. Why is Serena telling me she's got a new friend? It's because I think you'd like her. So because she's been on a bunch of adventures. She said she ran into some bad mess with outlaws and stuff went down. I think that's her way of saying she had to send some outlaws on a one-way trip to death. I heard you've got some run-ins with outlaws too. I was supposed to go with my cousin Delton once on an outlaw pickup job, but my dad wouldn't let me go. He said it was too dangerous. Parents, huh? Hey, when you get back to the fort, don't forget to drop by for compounds and stuff, Serena. I love Serena. Good for her, finding a new friend. Owen, buckle up for feeling. He's fucking drunk mailed me. Drinking, maybe this is a bad idea, but I think I should send you a letter while I'm feeling honest. I'm a little cranky about your old team coming back into the picture, especially Faye. Sure, I'm feeling a bit replaced, but I'm trying hard to understand. Look, that was a big deal when you went to the Heart of Rage. I wasn't there, and you shared how intense that was. I told you my feelings about my father dropping me off at the Satomi. I haven't told many about that. I feel like we're having a good sharing thing, which is good, and I've tried to talk to Halleck and Faye about that mission, but they shut me down. Bah, I'm taking it too personally. Too many feelings, probably. I tend to do that. Even when I was little, my mother used to say, oh, and go to your room and cry. Come back when you're happy. I'll be fine. Looking forward to playing my part. We're going to do awesome. I'm feeling better now, just writing it all down. In fact, I may not even send this. And he did, in fact, send it. Wraith. Excellent discovery, Super Software. I ordered some Javelin parts and they came in on a Strider today. I was thinking about getting a scaly reptile paint job for my suit, but I ended up getting these supremely cushy impact pads that go inside. They're called Royal Impact. I think it's usually Sentinels ordering them. Question: if all the Sentinels walk around with these, why are they so angry? I mean, they have these tiny, super soft rodents strapped to their parts all day. That should make you happy. I don't get it. Anyway, take care, Wraith. First day on the job working for Max. So I went in on my first day of work with Max. She doesn't mess around too much. That's all right. People tend to operate on a slightly cooler temperature than me. I get it. So she explained what I'd be doing, and yes, it's all stuff I would normally do. Help people, punch outlaws, get stuff back from outlaws, punch outlaws, the usual. I hope I won't be asked to do something I don't want to do. Max said that wouldn't happen, but this world changes up just when you get comfortable. I'll keep an eye out. If I need backup, I'll let you know. Writhe. Eventual mystery. Fool in the lemons. Okay, you can't tell anyone, but I was following that Commander Fool guy around the fort to see what he does with his time. Is that strange? Maybe that's strange. Anyway, he pops down to the market and orders about 100 of these really sour lemon fruits. Ever had one of those? What the heck does someone do with that many? Because they're sour enough that I guarantee eating that many would cause blindness. I don't know about this Fool guy. Seems shady. I'll keep you posted. Alright. Secrets revealed. Fool and the lemon solved. Lemon fruit case solved. Remember all the lemons Fool bought the other day? I figured out what he's doing with them. Just don't ask me how I found out. Sometimes I'm not proud of what must be done in the pursuit of truth. I'll say I'm glad our job involves fighting crime, because I'm excellent at this stuff. Okay, so what does a guy do with a giant sack of lemons? Turns out he was trying to make some kind of pie or pudding and kept messing it up. I have no idea why he was so bent on making this pie. Maybe he has someone special to make it for. Scandal! I love it. Case closed. I'm awesome. Writhe. Warning, important advice. Hey, Just seeing what you're up to, I should warn you about drinking too much of whatever that garbage Yara likes. Fortua batch? Fortua brew. Or whatever it is. Tastes like something that causes mutations and grabbits, you know? It's so terrible, I think I damaged my past, like my mom won't recognize me anymore. Crap. Anyway, see you around. Writhe. Hey. Lucky Jack. Other. That's the Corvus pass this message along to the appropriate person. Name is blank. My daughter is blank. She worked for Corvus. I recently received the news that she was killed in the line of duty. The only detail I was given that she was working undercover on an important mission involving smuggling relics. I'm told she died bravely and refused to hand over a relic to a dangerous enemy. I'm not sure if this note will ever reach anyone. I asked Corvus to pass it along to whomever knew my daughter or was with her on the mission. I realize there's nothing more that can be done, but I just wanted to say thank you for being there with her at the end. It helps to know she didn't die alone. In gratitude. Name censored. Yeah, I remember that mission. You're facing off against Anthem Chit Chat, My Life with Monsters, Fort Tarsus Times, Crimson Crossroads, Arcanist Monthly, Anthem Chit Chat. Quiz, which Legion member are you? Which Legion of Dawn member are you? Answer these questions to find out. How do you like your tea? Find an open wallet on the ground. If you could have special powers, what could they be? Okay. How do you like your tea? Hot. We found an open wallet on the ground. Pick it up, count how much money is inside, and plan how to spend it. We could have special powers. What could they be? The ability to visit places after my death, endless stamina chased by enemies to the ends of the earth. I need special powers. I know how to manipulate Ember to consult with loved ones after they have died. I'll take the ability to visit places after my death. You pick mostly as your General Helena Tarsus. You're a visionary leader who isn't afraid to kick butt and take names. You work well with others, know how to settle conflict, and leave a lasting impression. If you picked mostly these, you are Magnus Stroll. You are driven, determined, and not afraid to disagree. You have no qualms about using dangerous situations to your advantage, and will not stop until you finish the job. If you pick mostly C's, you are Arden Vasa. You are a mastermind who sees the possibilities in everything. You have a nurturing personality, enjoy architecture and long hikes. If you pick mostly D's, you are Mineron. Nothing makes you happier than family traditions and a good time with your best friends. You enjoy physical exercise and life in the great outdoors. Media Spites from the Crimson Crossbows Bulletin Board, delivered straight to your mailbox. This week, we wanted to hear why you love Crimson Lancer so much. Cone Yurt says, romance, romance, romance. Rebus added, Final Kista, so good. Laura added, I love the Lancer puns. They're a guided missile hit to my funny bone. Of course, some of you had to bring up Dawnguard. Dawnguard takes itself too seriously. Crimson knows what it is. It's okay with that. Sometimes, after taking an exploding Shaper relic to the faceplate, you just want to lose yourself in a world where the heroes win. Lancelets, it's not a competition. It's okay to love both Dawnguard and Crimson Lancer. That's it for now. Take care of yourselves and each other. As Kista says, let go of the pain and hold on to joy so much that it hurts. Must be all you can hold. The juicy siblets from the Crimson Crossroads Bulletin Board, delivered straight to your mailbox. This week, our discussion turned to our beloved Kista Stormbreaker's favorite sandwich. Wow, you guys have some strong opinions. Korok steak. She loves her sandwiches meaty. From fish sticks. From mash. Whipped butter and rose jam on plain white. Simple and romantic. Best Rex went on often a strange, but still appropriate dimension. The defeated forms of evildoers, marinated in gunsmoke, wrapped in thick, crusty slices of justice with pickles on the side. We approve of crusty justice. Grape and Rono had a heated discussion. Cake. That's not a sandwich. It is if it's a sandwich cake. The discussion's still open. Let's hear what you think. Till next time, keep those hearts blazing, Lancelets, as Kista would say. Live. Live for love. Junk, free mark commemorative medallions, javelin looking rusty, better past, prosperity, grace for partial scam, like free mark medallions. Let's look at the ranger. We're going after let's take the Fist of the Mountain. Weapons, scatter shot. Let's think of what I've got. Ooh, it's a different shotgun. I should fire in the shotgun class. 2 shell bursts, amplify power. I'll stick with the one I've got. I've liked the scatter shot. Fabric, burlap fabric, soft cloth 2, silk, canvas, cotton, brushed metal, painted obsidian, hardened metal 2, glitter triangles, Praetorian leather. Those are really worth getting. Let's go for the tomb of General Tarsus and change this back to a private expedition. Let's start that expedition up. Swarm Tyrants. That's from the strongholds. I've never really done the strongholds because I don't really have anybody to play with, and they're only really they're your post-game content. So once you finish the campaign and the missions and stuff, that's part of your post-game content. It's the strongholds. I did them a bit in the whatchamacallit, in the beta, because I played the beta for this game, which feels really weird to say, because I got hooked on a trailer, and so I bought or really had my parents buy, but I used my allowance to buy it, the Ultimate Edition of this game, so I could get all the content, so I could get the Legion of Dawn stuff, and I pre-ordered it, so I got there's an extra customization option that I have on Xbox that I don't have here, that I can't get here because I didn't pre-order it here. I ordered it years after the game came out.
send a doodle sending you the location now. Shall we? Owen, do you want to link in on this? One's on the Bastion ground. That's happening. Okay, right, just it's the amplifier. We're doing this mission, where are we going? The tomb of Gilliam Tarsus. And then the one the jacket. You know, Tarsus is Anthem. Yeah,
Alright, and then we've got a Port Cypher's complaint. Sentinel Larson, this means you. See below. Fool. To Commander Vool, several members of my team have voiced concerns about some Sentinel's javelins. To put it bluntly, they don't smell very good. Ciphers often receive sense impressions from the lancers with whom they're linked. This can include impressions of smell in sensitive individuals. No fewer than 3 Fort Ciphers have reported becoming distracted by the stench. You can see how this might become a problem. Might I ask for your cooperation, making sure your lancers pay attention to the padding within their javelins when they perform more attuned maintenance? Sentinel's job is tiring, sweaty, and dangerous. I'd prefer not to expose my people, or yours, to more risks than necessary. Sincerely, Cypher Setu. So that's Sentinel Larson. Poor Sentinel Larson catching strays. Let's continue on to the tomb of General Tarsus. So I decided to run the Fist of the Mountain, the Legion of Dawn special weapon. Sweet greens. One of the most delicious greens you can cultivate. Sweet greens are also one of the fastest growing plants. They do best in highly chimeric soil and highly phosphoreous water. In short, they do well downstream from cities, as opposed to upstream. In a shallow trench, place seeds 2 footsteps apart, cover with dirt half a finger deep, if not on the side of a lake, pond, or river, water twice daily, harvest before flowering. From The Joy of Botany by Tansy Hull. Onwards!
Close to the tomb.
You really think the monster General Tarsus fought was the cenotaph?
Honestly, I can't wait to find out. Picking up Dominion chatter in the area. Watch your back.
Look at it. Oh, it's gorgeous. Some javelins. The javelins with the swords is such a I find very gorgeous visual. This boat has never been one for much trouble. I guess it attracts the right sort of listeners and people of learning. Perhaps something about this place is special and cool. The hay.
We're inside. Look at this place.
Great. I've got Halleck practically climbing my amplifier to watch.
You think this is really it? The General's tomb? Let's find out.
Be careful. Just because humans couldn't find the tomb all these years doesn't mean it's empty.
scorpions. There must be a nest.
There won't be for long.
It's basically if you found, like, giant fucking termites had taken over a holy site.
Talk to me. How do I get this door open?
The control mechanism must be inside this room. Take another look around for me. That's the control for the lock. See what you can do with it. That's it.
I think mourners would have gathered in this room. There should be an honor clock. At least 4 reasons. Standing over there. There's us. The general answer.
Yeah, because this place is the closest to, like, a holy site that we have. Tombs of all these casualties of Anthem Pass. Sources suggest that most of the Lancers who fell in the Battle of Anthem Pass were buried here with Tarsus. And this would seem to follow that. Yeah. With all of these Lancer casualties. Now the good old... The fires are still burning.
More scorpions? Damn it! Clean out these pests. How many are nested in here? All of them?
resting place. You should look around the room a bit. The clues we need might be nearby.
More door puzzles.
The door's opening.
Nice work.
Faye? No sign of a javelin, but I think we just found General Tarsus.
They marked her grave with her signet. The answer clear.
If that really hurts, you know what this means? It could open the fortress of gold.
Faye? We have a complication.
A strong one.
The monitor. Here's our big bad.
What do you want?
Same as you. I want her javelin. The one that conquered the Heart of Rage.
Why? You a history buff?
Someone's got to inherit what she left behind. I deserve to carry on her legacy.
He's stolen. We can use that. Keep him talking while I break into Dominion communications.
You think you're the next General Tarsus? Well, I had no idea the Dominion was that delusional.
We don't need to be enemies, Freelancer. You think I even give one damn about the Cenotaph or the Heart of Rage? All I want is the Anthem of creation. Imagine all the good that we could do. We decide what's best for the world. The power of pure creation at our fingertips. More important than General Tarsus.
What happens to the people of Bastion matters more to me.
If they're so damn precious to you, just give me the javelin. One more steel javelin in exchange for all those lives. That's generous, don't you think?
He's trying to trace your location. I'm picking up Dominion soldiers in the area.
No, there is no javelin. Get away.
There's the big bad. You hadn't met him yet. Maybe we'll get to his final boss fight. That would be the.
Get out fast. You can't lose the signet. Time to arrive.
Nobody from Fort Tarsus will get here in time.
Time to make my way out. I remember being stuck on this encounter for like a while. Does not seem so difficult this time. Though who knows, I might have been playing on hard. I might have also just not been as good of a gamer. Sorry for a bit less commentary here than I have at other points. I've been focusing. Well, let's get out of here. Let's kill those Dominion bastards. Because her actual javelin, I believe, is in Fort Tarsus, not Fort Tarsus, Fortress of Dawn. So we use her signet from her tomb to open up the Fortress of Dawn so that we can get the Javelin of Dawn.
Pick you up. Sending you directions to meet us.
On my way.
Hey, when you said there were Dominion outside, did you mean all the Dominion?
Just run. You need to get out of there. Fast. You're in the clear, I think.
That was close. I'm getting really sick of that guy.
I'll admit, I didn't expect us to run into this much trouble. I expected dangerous wildlife. Maybe skunks.
This is the second time I've run into the monitor.
Damn, I missed the dialogue. Should have sat and waited. I'm a bit worried as to why this is happening. I'm hoping this is not a disconnect. I would cry if it was a disconnect. No. Okay, I think it's just the... Okay, I'm hoping that... I think this is just... school Wi-Fi being fucky. Okay. It gave me a bit of a panic attack. I thought I'd lost it already. Because it's not supposed to go down for another, it's, what, 2 days? Or, like, day and some change. But no, it just looks like, the, whatchamacallit, go Wi-Fi would mean. Okay, so I think the Google Wi-Fi is being fucky. I hope that's what it is. Sorry if you could hear me chewing. There we go, we should be getting back into the mission now. we go. There's some music again. Okay, it does not seem to be worth it to fight them. Music seems to be back, but not at full force. Sorry for the sneeze. Oh, come on. This is gonna make me cry if this is the end. 2 days, like, I thought I still had the rest of tonight and at least a good chunk of tomorrow night, because I don't know what time zone it's going down in. I thought I could at least get another Sentinel Bryn quest. I just wanted to hear her talking again. I'm hoping it's just the school Wi-Fi being fucky, because as you can probably see when I open this up that the Wi-Fi is on, it's very, very low connection, so it's probably just the Wi-Fi, the school Wi-Fi being fucky, but it's still the I just want to play. I don't want it to go away. The high road, its strided path to Freemark, begins at Fort Tarsus, makes its way past Arath, through Blackshore, and up to the lock just outside Shadowmark. The early days of human freedom, the high road had considerable sentinel support, but between the migration of dangerous wildlife and unstable shaper ruins, the endeavor was halted and sentinels returned to Anthem. The recent issue of scars locating along the high road has made travel to the north extremely dangerous. Because the north is where the Dominion is holed up, and they're holed up in the north of this world. It's where just the game exists in just this a small portion of it, of the world by in the Fort Tarsus. I wasn't expecting to actually cry like this. Please. 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 I'm begging. I'm begging, please. Please. I'm gonna pull up on my phone the wiki, and I'm just gonna see if it can access all the journal stuff, and see if all of that stuff is there. I'm gonna go to the lore category on the page. That's a rewrite. An anonymous person by the pen name Clononymous likes to rewrite episodes from the radio show that is enjoyed by thousands of people of Bastion, the Crimson Lancer. This person randomly leaves their fanfic all over the place for interested people to enjoy them. I also received fan mail here as their rewrite of Season 11, titled Crimson Lancer Rewrite, with rewrite spelled wrong, but that might be the wiki, an error with the wiki. A total of 10 Cortex entries make reference to the Crimson Lancer rewrite. All these entries are written by an anonymous user who's a big fan of the radio show. All these were written before the Season of Skulls of the year 468 LV. I'm gonna go to the Cortex entry for Crimson Lancer Rewrite 1. Crimson Lancer Rewrite Season 11, Episode 4. The roar of thunders dropped substantially in pitch as the Mark I Ranger decreased its flight altitude. Hansen reached the jungle floor, and his ripstream cooled armor pinged in the heat and humidity. Enclave, I'm approaching the ruin. Hansen readied his modified Havoc assault rifle as his boots hit the ground. Wait, Hansen. Kista's voice crackled over the cipher connection. It's too dangerous. What if the final power is in there? Don't worry, Hansen replied. I brought extra rounds. She's not getting away this time. Hansen, no. Kista shouted unnecessarily over the link, even though volume is meaningless in mental communication. Wait for the rest. As Hansen entered the ruin, the doors sealed shut behind him, and a wave of energy swept outward, severing the link. He was alone. Crimson Lancer rewrite number 2 for season 11, episode 5. So this is a rewrite of a series of episodes in season 11. Gista Stormbreaker watched as Dallas Hardedge unleashed a volley of rockets at the ruin's sealed door. Each projectile impacted harmlessly on the smooth, inscrutable surface. It's no use, Gista. Dallas fired one more rocket at the door anyway. There's no way through. There has to be, Gista said. There has to be another way in. Anson will never survive the final power alone. This ruin isn't mapped, Cypherata said. While there could be another entrance, it will take time to locate it. We have no choice, Gista declared. We have to save him. Let's split up and search for a way in. Her javelin's thruster just ignited and reached a cruising altitude of 2.4 clicks as she circled the ruin to the west. Rewrite number 3 for episode 6. Without his cipher link, Anson's view of the ruin was limited to what his suit's main oculus could see. That was mostly darkness, broken by his flashlight's beam. The floor ahead stretched out for barely a javelin's length before dropping off into impenetrable darkness. There was no telling what he'd be flying toward in that black void. Anson jumped, his thrusters engaged as he fell, speeding his descent. His armor's flashlight shined uselessly, illuminating nothing. He was flying blind without a cipher voice to guide him or warn him what lay ahead. Suddenly, the Mark I Ranger struck something. Anson's javelin lost directional control and hung for a moment, completely still. The light shone oddly in front of him. The beam becoming more distinct, Anson realized he'd flown into water. The air in his tanks was decreasing. He increased thrust and pushed on into the depths. Episode 7. The final power waited patiently in the darkness of the ruin. There was absolutely nothing going on anywhere in Tarsus about Bianca very just flirting with Garaxus, because that would make no sense. Garaxus is a javelin, for pity's sake. That seems to be being upset about an episode of flirting between a person and the sentient javelin. Episode 8. Gista angled her javelin 5 degrees farther west to compensate for the strong headwind. Below her, the jungle on the mountainside showed no signs of Shaper ruins. Suddenly she hit turbulence and her vision was clouded by ice and condensation. The ripstream dropped, forcing her to descend into the canopy of the trees. Gista, I sense multiple heat signatures closing on your position, Cypherata warned. Gista snapped her thrustles into hover position and readied her resolution pistol. She scanned the treetops for signs of whatever had alerted Ada. Jungle remained quiet. A wyvern's fireball struck her armor. Overheated, Gista's flight controls failed and she crashed into the mountainside. Episode 9. Dallas landed near the unmapped Shaper entrance. His Colossus javelin landed thunderously and announced his arrival. Gista, it's Dallas, he said. I found a door. Maybe? What do you think, Ada? Could this be the same ruin? Cypherata hesitated. The ruin is interfering with my connection somehow. Then it has to be the same one, Dallas declared with too much optimism. Wait, Dallas, if you enter the ruin, Ada's voice cut off as the freelancer launched himself through the door and the connection cut out. Anson? Dallas shouted, rocketing into the darkness. You hear me? I'm on my way. Episode 10. Anson Red Knight climbed out of the water into a vast, dark room. I almost didn't make it. Good thing my air held out. He looked around blindly, his flashlight revealing nothing. I know you're in here, Anson spoke confidently, despite obviously not knowing if anyone was in there. Not letting you escape this time. The ruin said nothing. It was a ruin. Anson walked slowly, shining his light on the floor ahead with a sudden, deafening loud blast of sound. The room lit up and Anson's javelin was knocked to the floor. An enormous Shaper instrument hung in the center of the circular room, still humming softly with the note it just struck. Anson struggled to his feet. His javelin systems were malfunctioning from the energy pulse with no cipher to help bring them back up. His armor, usually a seamless extension of his own body, felt clumsy and artificial. He looked up and saw rows of passages opening off the main room, from floor to ceiling. The fountain of power is behind one of those doors, Anson said. I just have to choose the right one. Episode 11. Gista pulled herself out of a pile of branches and debris. Another fireball like the one that grounded her slammed into a nearby tree, scorching the bark and turning leaves to ash. She couldn't get the wyvern in her sights through the canopy. Ada, can you detect the Shaper ruin? How far away is it now? Gista asked, her mind always on the mission at hand. I've lost the sense of it, Gista, Ada said. Her voice was unusually frustrated. It interferes with my abilities somehow. I know you've flown about 15 clicks from your last position, but I detect nothing at all Shaper-related. Another fireball struck near Gista's feet. We have to keep looking. I'm continuing on foot. Gista, Ada said, suddenly worried. Dallas found an entrance on the eastern side of the mountain. He's got in. Despite my warnings, I've lost contact. Damn them, Gista swore. Have they forgotten the freelancer motto? Help me find the eastern entrance, Ada. We don't have much time. Episode 12. Back in Fort Tarsus, freelancers Henley and Braxton carefully filed their incident reports to Sentinel Command to properly inform the fort about the acid titan they encountered earlier. This greatly improved morale in the fort because freelancers and Sentinels should cooperate instead of perpetrating petty Lancer rivalries. Also, Bianca fell down a well. Episode 12. Anson found himself face to face with a baffling Shaper device. Gigantic rings covered in strange symbols turned on the wall above him. Despite the fact he clearly still hadn't found the final power, Anson shouted at her anyway. "This won't stop me. Do you hear, final power?" She did not. Anson contemplated the mysterious device before him, and then opened fire on it. The rounds from his modified Havoc rifle did nothing to it, of course. However, many more rings of symbols appeared around the room. "Well, shit," Anson said. From somewhere deeper inside the ruin came an ominous, low growl. Something was coming his way. And that's the end of the rewrite. I am going to close the program